Welcome back to Jack of All Games Tabletop. I'm Dave Wallace, and it's time for another list video. I was going to get back into doing the episodes of 5 games. However, it's still January, barely, but it's still January. It's the beginning of the year still. So I thought maybe instead I would do another top 10 list. This would be the top 10 games that I am most excited about getting my hands on that are being released in 2025. Some of these are actually already shipping. Before I get into that, I do want to remind you real quickly that if you haven't checked it out yet, I did post a video 2 weeks ago about contests that I'm running, in which I'm giving away free board games. The first winner has already been drawn. I actually just shipped it out today. The game Coup went out today, so I think up next is Light in the Dark. Contest was 2 weeks ago, so just on my channel, go look at it. It's not a long video. It's really simple. All you gotta do is subscribe to the channel and leave a comment on that video, and you're capable of winning a free board game sometime between now and April, at which time I will do another video with another, 3 or 4 games that we'll give away at that time. So I'm just gonna keep doing this throughout the year. It's gonna be Christmas all year round as I'm giving out games to people. So like I said, if you haven't checked it out, go back and take a look at that. But as far as today's video, we're doing these top 10 games that I'm looking forward to being released this year. If you are a diehard game collector, then like me, I'm sure you're watching social media and you're looking at Board Game Geek and seeing all the new stuff that's going to be coming out and what stuff looks like might be kind of interesting to you that you're going to want to play too. So this is all just kind of based on the little bit of information that's out there. I'm mostly going on theme because, it's kind of limited as far as what I know about these games. But what I do know, or at least these 10, I'm going to share with you and tell you why I'm excited about these games coming out. Since it is all just kind of based at the moment on the theme, there is a good chance that some of these games will come in and I'll get a hold of them and go, yeah, not that great. I thought it was going to be cooler. There's also a good chance that there's a lot of games that are not on my list because maybe they just didn't look that cool to me, but then one of my friends will bring it over and play it and I go, oh, I love this game. You never know. So yeah, just take it at that. I don't know that much about these games, but right now this is what looks cool to me. So first off, at number 10, I've never really got into city building games as of yet. But if you're going to place it in the D&D realm and Baldur's Gate, well, yeah, I'm going to give it a shot. So yeah, builders of Baldur's Gate, yes, we can. D&D WizKids is putting this game out, which you are you're a powerful family in Baldur's Gate, and you are trying to, build businesses in 9 different districts and appease 3 different factions and, build your businesses. But of course, being in Baldur's Gate and in the realm of D&D, you're going to have different hordes of monsters that are going to attack on occasions. So you got to make sure that you build up defenses for that. And again, you got to, shake hands and kiss babies and make everyone think that you're a good business person, I guess. So, like I said, I've never really been into city building, but yeah, this could be interesting, so I'm going to give it a shot. At number 9 is another one that probably, if it was a different kind of setting, wouldn't appeal to me as much, but yeah, something about it just seems kind of interesting to me, and that is Galactic Cruise by Kinson Key Games. This game is already shipping, I believe. I know that there are some people around the globe that have already received their copy, but I don't know that much about it yet. I do know that the basic idea is that you are in a management position in a basically galactic cruise company, a vacation company, where you're trying to build spaceships and launch them and send people on their dream vacation to, Jupiter or Mars or whatever. And basically, yeah, you're using worker placement, resource management, and you are trying to send people on the perfect vacations, and basically you're trying to score a CEO position moving up the chain. Now, if this was just set on Earth on a regular ocean cruise ship, I honestly probably wouldn't be that interested in it. Doesn't mean I wouldn't try it, but it wouldn't be on my list. But put it in outer space and the sci-fi nerd in me comes out, and so yeah, I'm interested. I'm gonna check it out. This game is for 1 to 4 players, and like I said, worker placement, resource management, that sort of thing. So yeah, we'll give it a shot. In a rather similar vein, as far as sending spaceships off into space, number 8 is by Devere Games. They make some really cool games, and it is Transgalactica. This is for 2 to 5 players. Uses worker placement, engine building. Basically, this is a game where you there's been a decree made to send off explorers to all reaches of the galaxy, in which you seek adventure, and you're going to work at gaining new technology and increasing military strength and political sway. So sounds like there could be quite a bit involved here. I do have to say, just right off the bat, the cover art was enough to lure me in. Some beautiful art in this, and like I said, I'm familiar with the Devere Games. I did give a great review for Rock Hard 1977. So yeah, I'm interested. Seems like it could be a pretty fun. I think adding the exploration probably just makes it that much more appealing to me. But yeah, Transgalactica by Devere Games. This is for 2 to 5 players. Count me in. And speaking of Devere Games, they also hold number 7 for me, and that would be Covenant. Now, Covenant, this is a totally different theme. This is a more fantasy realm in which dwarves who are driven from their mountain home by monstrous creatures are trying to reclaim. Boy, something sounds really familiar about this. Anyway, yeah. So you're trying to get your clan back into the mountain. You're trying to dig tunnels and fight the monsters within, and then you're going to try and rebuild your monuments and your buildings and reclaim the kingdom, basically. This one is definitely worker placement. Not sure about all the details on this one yet. Seems a little bit limited right now, so I assume this will probably come out later in the year. More information will get revealed. But yeah, I mean, you put dwarves in a fantasy setting, and yeah, I'm interested. At number 6, we have one from Garfield Games, which I'm also quite familiar with. This one is for 1 to 4 players, and it's called Skara. That's right. That's how you actually have to say it. Skara. You gotta like halfway close one eye, raise one. Skara. Yeah, Skara is. I mean, this has to do with Neolithic northern Scotland. Now, I am a Wallace, so anything about Scotland and historical, I definitely find interesting. Never really considered the Neolithic side of it, but basically what you're doing is you're trying to gather your clan or tribes, whatever they were at that time, and you are trying to feed and shelter settlers. I don't know if there's more to it. Kind of hope there is. Again, it's one of those kind of limited information out there right now, but again, the Scotland part of it just has me interested. So Skara Brae. It's on my list at number 6. The top 5 are more of the kind of games that I usually play. I am trying to expand a little bit, but yeah, these ones just, again, thematically, they just hooked me. And definitely number 5 is, I would guess that this is pronounced Yams Vikings. And this is by Dark Rabbit Games. It's for 1 to 4 players. Yams Vikings is cyberpunk Vikings, sci-fi Vikings. In, done. I'm in, all in. That's all you had to say. Sci-fi Vikings. I'm in. But anyway, it looks pretty interesting. This is a tactical game with a small deck building aspect to it. I believe there's miniatures involved in it too. And you are basically part of a mercenary team of cyberpunk Vikings who travel the 9 realms on different missions to accomplish different feats. I mean, I'm in. you know, you had me at Sci-Fi Vikings. So Yams Vikings by Dark Rabbit Games. Yeah, sounds really cool. The pictures of it look pretty interesting so far, what I've seen of it. So yeah, count me in on this one. So number 4 is a game by Meeple Pug Games. And it's for 1 to 4 players, and it consists of area control, resource management, worker placement, and evil. Yes. This game is called Dark Blood. And yeah, I'm all about this one. This is a game in which you operate a cult. I think there's 4 different cults that you can choose from, and you need to use your abilities to recruit villagers so that you can harvest their blood for deep, dark, scary rituals, and put it in your ritual book, your player board, which is just covered with pentagrams. Cool. Yes, I'm in, definitely. Just looking at it, yeah, it's demented enough that I think I like it. We'll see if the game's any good itself, but thematically, yeah, looks like dark, sticky fun, and I'm down for it. So looking forward to that one. Like I said, that one's from Meeple Pug Games, so make sure you look into that one. All right. So number 3 is by a small company. You probably haven't heard about this game or this company, but if I have anything to do with it, you will, because when I came across this one, I said, this is a game that I am meant for. I've been a diehard metal fan my whole life, from 1970s first introduction of heavy metal with Black Sabbath's first album, all the way up to modern black and death metal and everything in between. I went to high school in the 80s, and I am a wealth of useless information when it comes to 80s hair bands. Yeah, I said it. You think you know something about them because you know some Poison songs, some Bon Jovi songs? Yeah, but do you know Jet Boy? Do you know Shotgun Messiah? Do you know Killer Dwarfs? I do. So when I saw this game, I was like, oh my God, the artwork alone was so cool, hooked me in, and I knew that I had to get my hands on this game.
It's called Hairband, Rock, Roll, and Rule.
Now, you might have seen it earlier in the year. I did a review on Rock Hard 1977 by DeVere Games. And of course, I love that game. It's great. And a lot of it has to do with the theme. I played in bands for years, and so all of the tongue-in-cheek jokes I get. But this one is a little bit more, at least in my vein of expertise when it comes to that music scene. The creators of this game have done an amazing job with, you could tell they really know their metal. Just a lot of little tongue-in-cheek jokes, twisting of names a little bit. Some of the characters that are available in the game, if you know that scene, you know who they were, kind of modeling those characters after. It's a lot of fun, a lot of fun for me anyways. So much like Rock Hard 1977, and this is a game in which you are on the Sunset Strip, and you're trying to put your band together and, of course, write songs, play gigs, do a lot of partying, but being careful that you don't mess up your chances at your record deal. The ultimate goal is the record deal. Now, for you younger viewers out there, record deals used to be a big deal. They don't mean shit now, but they did. That was it. There was no Spotify. There was no iTunes. You had to get a record deal if you wanted anybody to really hear your music, other than going out and playing constantly. So yeah, that was a big deal. And of course, some of the stories from that scene are just incredibly wild. So yeah, I know a lot about that scene, and just what I've seen. I've talked to some of the guys who are designing this game, and I am beyond excited about it. Whenever I get my hands on it, I guarantee you I'm going to do a review on it. And I think I've already come up with an idea of how I want to do my review. I might make a little contest out of it. I don't know, maybe I'll think of something I can give away if you win it. But basically, my plan is to do a review which is just filled with 80s metal song titles. And if you count how many there were, and get the right number, then I'll send you something cool for free. That's my idea right now. We'll see, but I will be doing a review on it. I promise when I lay my hands on this box, I'll be expecting nothing but a good time. So if you want to rock and roll all night and party every day, then raise your hands to rock, as I will be up all night or till the living end playing this game. There you go, little sneak preview. It's dumb, I know. Anyway, yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. So check out Frown Clown Games and their game Hairband, Rock, Roll, and Rule. There's a Facebook page. I've already joined in the group. If you're interested in it, get on there, check it out, spread the word, help out a small company, live the American dream. Number 2 is a complete change of pace. This is from Eagle Griffin Games for 1 to 4 players, featuring worker placement, card management, and this is Speakeasy. Speakeasy is basically a obviously you can probably tell, you run a speakeasy in the 1920s during Prohibition, which you are a bit of a mobster, so you're gonna, hire goons and rob rum runners and send them sleeping with the fishes and cook your books and all that good stuff that comes along with being a gangster in the 1920s during Prohibition. Yeah. So that seems pretty cool. It's very different, at least from anything in my collection. So playing a mobster, that seems pretty fun. So looking forward to that one. That one is for 1 to 4 players. So yeah, I think a lot of people are already talking about this one. Keep your eyes open. And finally, for my number 1 game that's on my list, it's probably number 1 because I've been following a lot of people have. It got a lot of attention on social media over the last year, a lot of previews of it. And of course, it's by Awakened Realms, so it's going to have some badass miniatures. It's Grimcoven. Grimcoven is 1 to 4 players, and this is a miniature boss battler that uses some dice allocation as well. And you will be fighting Victorian fantasy creatures as you are a hunter, and you will be using the dice allocation to power up your attacks and multi-attacks. And gathering lament. However, being careful that you don't gather too much, lest the hunter become the hunted and you become one of the creatures that you've been after. So the aesthetics, of course, hooked me in. If you know anything about this game, I mean, once I saw the cover with the silhouettes, and then of course the miniatures, and a lot of images that had already been released of this game. Like I said, I think there have been some preview playthrough videos out there and stuff. So yeah, it's definitely cool looking. And it's Awakened Realms. The best part about Awakened Realms is when you just first open the box and just look through all the goodies that comes with it. That's usually the thing that I'm most looking forward to. So yeah, number 1 is Awakened Realms Grimcoven. So there you go. That's the 10 games right now that I'm looking forward to. And as I look into stuff, I mean, there's going to be other things that come to light. Other games that I'm going to go, I don't know, maybe this is cool. I know for a fact there's games out there that are not on my list and that I probably skipped over and said, doesn't look that interesting, that one of my friends is going to bring over, and I'm going to go, oh shit, this was actually really cool. And I wouldn't doubt it if a couple of games that are on my list, I'm going to get them and play them and go, not what I hoped. I hope I'm wrong. I hope all of these games are awesome. So maybe as we go along, I'll kind of reference this video and discuss whether I was right or wrong. But what are you looking forward to? Any of the games that you are most looking forward to on this list, and what other ones would you say are the big ones that you're really stoked about? So I'd like to hear about it, because maybe I didn't mention it. Maybe I don't know about it. So if you know about something that I haven't said, then let me hear about it. As far as some of these smaller ones that you haven't heard of, look into them, give them a little bit more attention. Some of these, smaller independent companies that want to make something great, and maybe you can be a part of that, helping them make something great. So that's going to be it for this time. And until next week, get out there and roll some dice. Thank you once again for watching Jack of All Games Tabletop. I really appreciate the support, and if you wouldn't mind, maybe give it a little thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Of course, I love reading your comments, and with any questions, suggestions, or corrections, feel free to leave them in the comments. Or, of course, you can always get a hold of me at jackofallgamestt@gmail.com. And if you're a game designer and you want to talk about your game on the show, I'd love to hear from you, so drop me a message. And now, I will persuade you to hit the like button with a persuasion roll. Well, turns out I have advantage on persuasion rolls. Yeah. I believe I have 1 point of inspiration left. So, yeah. Hey, check out my hot wife. Yeah, she's always distracting me. Aha, and as you can see, I have rolled a natural 20. Therefore, you are persuaded to hit the like button. And now, thanks to my power of persuasion, I know that I will see you next week.